All right. Paris.
You've just started your new job. You walk into the factory and you look to your right and to your left. And all you see is machines. There's not a single person in there except you. This is a foreseeable reality in 20 years. For me, this is a deep fear, and I found it incredibly interesting as it's part of my major. And so I thought I'd look into it and give you guys a little bit of information and context about what the future of the workplace could be due to AI and automation. Just as an overview, I'm going to define AI and automation for you so that you have a better understanding of it. Then I'm going to give you a little bit more context. So where we are now, what are we looking for in the future in terms of demographics and job opportunities, what you can do in terms of stabilizing yourself in the future work environment, and then a little analysis and advice at the end. So what is artificial intelligence? John McCarthy, in a computer science conference in the 50s, coined this term to be kind of vague and broad in order for the definition to grow and evolve until we reach this point in which artificial intelligence can truly be what it is. According to the Association for the Advancement of Artificial Intelligence, AAAI, it's the scientific understanding of the mechanisms involved, the mechanisms underlying thought and intelligent behavior and their embodiment in machines. Automation, as defined by the International Society of Automation, is the creation and application of technology to monitor and control the production and delivery of products and services. So I'm going to give you, who do you know who really uses artificial intelligence and automation? These are big companies such as Tesla, Alibaba, Amazon, and Google. They're usually tech-focused and use the software extensively. Tesla, for instance, in its Gigafactory in Reno, Nevada, heavily relies on automation to produce their cars. Due to this, and in the future, there's going to be a lot of growing pains, especially for us who are going to be the workforce of the future. Domestically, according to a McKinsey Global Institute, written by James Manieka, 47% of U.S. jobs are at high risk of automation. That means they will be completely eliminated, or 90% of their tasks will be automated. Same with an Oxford study done by McKinsey O'Hara. They analyzed past job reports and found that up to 54% of EU jobs will be completely automated as well. However, in both of these cases, a lot of them will be primarily low-wage and low-skilled jobs, so hopefully if we get something out of our education here, it won't affect us too much. Industries primarily vulnerable to disruption will be transportation, manufacturing, and structured jobs. These are taxi drivers and truck drivers mostly. With the advent of driverless cars produced by Uber and Tesla, that will basically eliminate a large portion of this, as well as assembly line workers who are increasingly being replaced by automated robots. Structured jobs really goes into form jobs such as accounting and low-level management positions, where it's just fill in the blank type jobs. Sectors that are kind of predicted to grow are obviously those in the tech sector. Machine learning and data analysis are a huge part of that. AI primarily is used to scrape data from websites, as well as fuel ad revenue. The financial sector also relies heavily on AI to use create algorithms for transactions, and with machine learning which evolves as it gets older and absorbs more information, error rate will decrease. However, to continue on, the service sector is one that I found most interesting. So the jobs that primarily rely on human-to-human interaction, so cooks, teachers, and elder care workers are most likely to gain in both job opportunities and pay, with a growing global population and a growing elderly population. So what does all this mean? It means our world is going to get more and more interconnected as time progresses. According to a Brookings Institute article and study, the U.S. has only exploited 18% of its digital potential, meaning we have up to 82% digitization over the next 2 decades. To accompany that, cross-border data flow has increased by 45 times what it was in 2005. This means more new and non-traditional jobs will be created for us. It also means having a more global perspective in what you want as a job, not based in the U.S., looking to Europe, Asia, what other countries are already doing, but the U.S. is not. So, what kind of skills do you need in order to survive in this type of work environment, something that's fast-paced and ever-changing? Jobs of the future will primarily revolve around soft skills, emotional empathy, and creative problem solving. These are tasks that AI cannot do. AI are primarily based at the moment on a set of data and then extrapolating for that, whereas our jobs would be to work backwards or create links from non-concrete data. Hopefully, this presentation kind of gives you a good idea about what you should look for in the future, some skills that you can use, and hopefully it didn't freak you out too much. Thank you.